Welcome back to another episode of Put It on the List. We had a roller coaster of highs and lows in the news world this week. Lots to talk about. We got shows, movies, Andres' bad takes, trailers. Also, for the first time, we have a live reaction. We get you a little clip of Andres reacting to some disgusting behavior. So excited. Let's start the show. I'm Francisco, and he wants to buy a boat, get lost at sea, but he forgot to take his seasick pills. Andres, what's up?
What's up? Did I? Yeah. You know what's nice is no more seasickness because it stopped raining for the first time in like 14 months or something. So that's kind of cool.
It rained all last night.
I saw a sliver of sunshine this morning. It meant there's hope. I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know. I think it's supposed to rain again down here next week.
We're supposed to be
at some point.
Week. I think they're just messing with us, man. It's like, oh, you want to go outside first? No.
Yeah.
The road's not full of traffic accidents? No.
Springtime is here. No. Nope.
Speaking of springtime, the freaking time change, man. This is like the unhappy time change. This is the get punched in the face time change.
I know. It sure is.
Looking forward to that one.
I know. I feel like there's multiple times a year that we lose hours of sleep and then we only get one back. It sucks.
Yeah, this is
all right, man.
All right.
Let's get into it. News and tidbits.
All right, what do we got?
All right, guys. A little programming. Yeah, a little programming update on Monday, later on this week, we'll have a bonus episode where we'll be talking about the Oscar winners and all the exciting news that happens. Maybe no more slaps at the Oscars. And we will also be talking about the finale of Last of Us.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dude, yeah,
so all right, that'll be later on this week.
We're going to record it on Monday. I don't know when it's going to go up. Probably like Thursday, Friday, because we got to get this episode up before then. Just to lead us off from that note, this is cool, man. This is the piece of news it's not like breaking news. It's just really cool. So I thought I'd share it before the Oscars, which everyone's going to listen to this after the Oscars. So sorry. One of the screenplays that was nominated for the Oscars this year was actually written by a Scottish screenwriter named Leslie Patterson. And how Leslie Patterson came to be a screenwriter was she was a triathlete. And she did like 200 triathlons and she's professional and she's gotten some for money. But she also wanted to do was be a screenplay writer. So she took some from winnings and she bought the rights to the book All Quiet on the Western Front. And this was like 15, 16 years ago. And she's wanted to get this thing made. And she's wrote the screenplay. And it took 15, 16 years for it to finally turn around. And every couple of years, you have to like renew your rights to like whatever you option. Because someone actually owns the rights. You just get to like rent the rights. And if it gets made, cool. But in order to keep the rights, you have to keep paying. So she was she had to compete in a whole lot more races than usual to get winnings. And she would take those winnings to pay for keep the rights to the All Quiet on the Western Front. Fast forward to 15 years later, she won a BAFTA, which is the British version of the Academy Awards, and she's up for an Academy Award for Best Screenwriting for All Quiet on the Western Front. I know that was pretty damn cool. Like she's just going for it, man. From triathlete to Oscar-nominated screenplay writer. Like how cool is that? That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, man, it's really interesting. It's just everybody has a journey, and that's her journey, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, that's fucking cool. So I'm rooting for her. And I watched part of it so far. And I got to tell you, All Quiet on the Western Front so far is awesome. Like, I got to like sit and turn off all the lights and just watch it all the way through because it's pretty damn impressive so far. Can't ruin until it's done. But all right, what we got next?
All right. Going on to a little bit of some chicken noodle soup for the soul, some comfort. Warm blanket time. Okay, Shrinking, one of my favorite shows so far this year. It got renewed for a second season, and I'm so excited. I love this show, man. It just the more that people engage with it and start watching it, and I can talk to more people about it, the better for me because I love that show. It's just such a. I mean, it has its sadness part, but it's like like that niceness that you need sometimes to things, you know. So I'm excited.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, I knew you would be happy. So when I saw this, I'm like, oh, someone's going to be excited.
And it got renewed before during the airing the first season. So, Apple's seems excited with the return. So like let's keep it going.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Next piece of news. This was totally like, what? We've talked about this film several times. This film apparently is getting a sequel. So Wind River getting a sequel called Wind River: The Next Chapter. What? And it's all new cast. The original was Jeremy Renner and Elizabeth Olsen, who are fantastic. This one has Jason Clarke and Scott Eastwood. And it's just a whole new story that happens on an Indian reservation, and everything is just going to go south.
Yeah.
And it's going to be unhappiness. The shit that sucks, Tyler Sheridan, the guy who wrote and directed the first one, I don't think he's involved in this one. So it might be like in name only. You know what I mean? So it's not going to be, I don't understand what the takeaway from this is or what they're thinking. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Like that film was him, like all the way. His signature is all over that film. I don't know how we're going to, I don't know what you're going to bring to it, but yeah. So expect that sequel and we'll talk about it whenever it comes out.
Yeah. This movie is in the front runner for most unnecessary sequel of all time. And it's like not like they're cashing in on the name because it's not like your casual person knows, oh, Wind River, I fucking rock with it. Like, yes, they're like, hey, have you seen Wind River? It's hit and miss. It's not like everybody's seen that shit.
Mm-mm.
The people that have seen it have loved it, but I don't think it's like, a super duper valuable IP where you're going to cash in on putting a 2 behind it. I'm going to make your own fucking movie, bro.
It's called something different. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right. Moving on.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. We got Batman Part 2 begins filming in November. Yeah. All right, man. We get more steampunk emo Batman. Here we go. What do you think?
He's got until November to do some push-ups and eat some protein or something to get some bulk up, because homie needs to bulk up.
Get some more eye makeup. Fucking love it.
Hit the fucking Revlon counter at the Macy's, whatever he's got to do. I don't know. Fucking maybe before November, that fucking guy could figure out how to get a haircut too. That would be nice. I don't think Batman should be
bro, you sound super old.
Donna.
That was your fucking get off my lawn fucking moment right there.
Yeah.
Maybe get a haircut too, Sonny. Damn. Bro.
So yeah. Do you want
you're gonna march him down to the barbershop and be like, get my high and tight, sir. We ain't into rock and roll in these parts. You fucking crazy, bro. Get a haircut?
Get a haircut. Go to war, son. We're criminals. Get a haircut.
Don't be a hoodlum.
You know how Incredibles are like no capes? Because that's a shit's a liability. Fucking bangs that go down to your chin are also a liability. At least in my book,
bro.
Crime. Just saying.
You don't understand me. You don't understand me. All right. Well, moving on from the old corner, we got Amazon orders Batman, Cape Crusader animated show. What do you think? Do you fuck with cartoons, the animated stuff, Batman stuff?
The original Batman cartoon, Batman the anime series was amazing. That was like
when we were kids. Yeah.
Those were like 20 minutes, super tight stories. Like the art was amazing. And this is supposed to be like a sequel, like a spiritual sequel. And it was supposed to be on HBO Max. And I think it's being produced by like J.J. Abrams. I'm like, damn, dog, get this shit going.
Yeah.
And then when HBO started axing everything, for some reason, this was still available. And Amazon picked up a Batman show from Warner Brothers. Like, how does that happen? Like some big money must have changed hands. It's cool that it's continuing. It's going to be really weird that there's like an
Yeah.
Amazon only Batman project happening. It's like, what? But
Yeah.
they might keep it up. I don't know. I remember
Yeah.
watching the animation for Invincible. I kind of didn't like the animation all that much. There is something stiff about it. So I'm a little curious, like how that's going to be handled.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
You know, this
hopefully
is
Mhm.
I was just gonna say this is at Warner Brothers adjacent, but Shrinking is a Warner Brothers television production. So it's
Yeah,
produced by Warner Brothers,
yeah,
but Apple owns it or whatever. But
yeah. It
these
happens.
people make movies and shows for everybody else. They own the rights and they sell them, so
Yeah,
whatever.
but it's weird because Warner Brothers has all the DC stuff and it's all under the same banner. So now they're doing
Yeah,
some DC
yeah,
stuff. So I don't know. It's whatever.
yeah.
More content's good though. And
I just
we're
hope
gonna
it's
be there.
good
We're totally gonna review that shit when it comes out.
for
All right.
sure. All right,
What do we
man.
got
What's
next?
next?
Ooh. So this has been rumored for a while. Is an actor we both fucking super dig. John Berthel
Yeah,
is returning as the
yeah,
Punisher officially, because they've been talking about this for a while, to the new Daredevil show that they're
yeah.
shooting this year. And they're gonna be filming that show all year, 18 episodes.
Sweet.
And so he's officially gonna be in the MCU, which is really cool. But dude, I still don't understand how the Punisher is gonna be on Disney. You know what I mean? Like, is he
Yeah,
gonna be? What's he gonna be like using a BB gun? You're gonna be like
yeah,
using harsh words? Not he can't even use harsh words. What's he gonna be using? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm a little
Disney
curious.
Plus has R-rated stuff on there now.
They started to, but not in the MCU world. So I'm very curious. This is a lighter Daredevil too, which is like, well, the Netflix Daredevil was hard R. So
Yeah,
we'll see what happens here.
yeah. I know. I don't know if they're gonna be bathed in blood like every episode in the Netflix show. They just bathed in blood, man. They're just like beating motherfuckers up left and right.
I we'll find out in like next year. It's gonna be over a year before anything starts airing. It's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
But all right. So moving past that to one of our other favorite assassins, they finally announced the last season of Barry, April 16th.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
like 5 weeks away they start. And there's a trailer
Yeah.
for it. And
Yeah.
I should not have watched the trailer. It gave away too much. And I was like, where is this episode? Or where's this season gonna go? When they show you already where it's gonna go, you're like, holy shit, they're going there. And,
Yeah.
finale Barry. What do you think?
I think it's good, man. It's good for the show because I don't think that realistically I'm like, where else is it gonna go, man? It's only one way.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like Breaking Bad stretched that out a little bit, but they ended it perfectly to me. Like, motherfuckers gotta die. The people that need to die, even if you love them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, like they can't do it forever. So,
No.
like, I think we touched base on this last week where I'd rather show end them on top with the less seasons than them stringing them out for like 10 seasons and be like, okay, here we go. And then, like, you've lost respect or any sense of integrity for the show that they have for the story.
Yeah, it's like I need another house, so I'm just gonna make another season. Like,
Yeah. Nah, I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
Why
Go
I'm
ahead.
super cool with this is they said they shut down Barry season 3 right before the pandemic hit, so he had time to go rewrite fourth season. And when they were writing the fourth season, they went back to rewrite the third season, so it all ties together. So everything that happens in the fourth season is a direct result of the third. So it's all very planned
Contained.
out. And I think it's gonna like just flow in the Barry style, and it's gonna be awesome. I'm so looking forward to it. We should do predictions just so we can be totally wrong, because there's no way.
Yeah, and I can show everyone again that I'm smarter than you. One thing that's kind of like one thing that's a little bit like on trend or something is that just kind of like a surprise announcement. Oh yeah, this is the last season. Like they did it with Barry. Now they did it with Succession. It's not like before. Like oh yeah, this is gonna be the last season. Now it's like, oh, it's about to air. Now it's gonna be the last season. I think those are kind of like surprise announcements. Don't you
I didn't
think?
expect it. I totally did not expect it. I figured HBO the show was like kills it for HBO. Like they'd want to just keep going.
Yeah.
I think Bill Hader just said we have an ending, and he talked about it on
Yeah.
podcasts. He's like, we definitely have an ending in mind. We don't know when we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
And the whole time he was kind of lying a little bit. He knew exactly when they were gonna get there, and it's this season.
Yeah.
And he directs the entire season, I think.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
So it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that for sure. Okay,
right,
moving on. What we watched?
What did
History
we watch?
of the World.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Yeah.
All right, I watched a couple episodes. Yeah, on Hulu.
Too. Me too.
And what are your reactions, sensations, feelings, emotions?
You know what's crazy growing up? I really liked most Mel Brooks films, and he had like, he would make fun of things, and they're all just like parodies. And he had like his over the top take, like Blazing Saddles is one of his best. And this is pretty much in that vein. And I got to say, like the group of talent that they have and how the format of the show is pretty damn good. I laughed. Like I laughed where I needed to laugh. It's over the top, but some of the stuff doesn't always hit. I would say like maybe 40 to 60% of the jokes hit. But that's more than enough because everything is just a joke. And watching these actors, you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. It's pretty funny. What do you think?
I agree with you that I think they were trying to make everything a joke. And I'm about 50%, so your 40, 60 is cool. I'm cool with that. I do have like, because they do different bits. So depending on the time period, I definitely do like the old stuff more. Like when my favorite running one is Nick Kroll as Judas. Oh, I fucking love that one. That's my favorite one.
He's so funny.
He's so funny. So basically, Nick Kroll in any scene is gold. So yeah, I enjoyed it, and I'm with you. Like he's hit and miss for me. But I liked it. I was surprised. I liked it more than I thought I was gonna like it.
Dude, I like the Josh Gad too as like Shakespeare and like a pitch.
Oh yeah.
Stealing people's ideas, and then when he doesn't like someone, he grabs their laptop and hits him over the head with it. That's the kind of thing you're watching here. Shakespeare grabs someone's laptop and beats the shit out of him because he didn't like an idea. But it's funny. It's pretty funny. It's just, and each skit is like what, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. So you're in, you're out. You're in, you're out. You're in, you're out.
Short and sweet.
Yeah. So it's an easy, fun watch. And I think there's like 6 more episodes, 4 more, 6 more. I'm looking forward to it. I'll finish it out. No hurry, because there's no like pressing need of a story to get through. It's just funny bits, and there's a whole lot of more actors coming up in the next couple of episodes. I'm super looking forward to checking it out.
Yeah. So check it out. History of the World Part 2 on Hulu. All right, man. Moving on. Getting to the meatiness.
Yeah.
We got the Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 2.
I just gotta say, man, this was probably my favorite looking episode of all of them. Like it's almost like a very dark episode, and the environments are cool, and you're just like, this is really a good looking episode. Like it's like feature film quality, and the lighting and everything, the designs of the creatures and the things that happen. I'm like, shit, this is really good. My only thing is a little slow. It could have picked up just a little bit. And there's a couple of nitpicky things, but I'm just gonna let it all go. What were your thoughts?
Oh, thank goodness you let it go. Jesus Christ. This guy. Dude, I liked the show, man. It was good. It was like there's a couple of things I'm like, oh, I didn't know Grogu could do that. So I can say that like if I'm ever on that ship, I'm like, I think I can navigate my way through the solar system. If Grogu figured it out, I'd just say like, hey, robot, right here, bro. See this dot? I need to go there. So there was a couple of things where like, just let it go. Like you said, let it go. But I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it. And I gotta say that this, do you think it was on purpose that they want to make Bo-Katan seem more able or powerful, or because fucking Mando got some L's. Mando got some L's this week.
There was some discrepancies of inabilities. I was like, they weren't even like close. It was like 60-40. It was like a fucking
Yeah, like
20,
hey,
20-80. I was like,
yeah, she'll choke
geez.
you out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I don't know what part of the story they're trying to tell. Are they trying to say like, oh, Mando's not there yet? He's not the warrior that he's gonna be. But like in our head, he's already like the badass of the badasses. And but you got Bo-Katan, whereas like, is she like, did she eat some spinach? Like, is she like superpower right now? Did she find a fucking Mario Brothers little star? What is she? What is she? What is she on? She like just fucking motherfuckers up left
Dude,
and right.
she's on that Bane juice, man. She pushed that button. They went
Yeah,
in there like, ah. I'm like, what the
yeah,
fuck? Like she was, and she was not even sweating. She was just like, doop doop doo. I was like,
yeah.
Jesus. Like,
And I
it's
want to
almost,
give out. Go ahead.
go ahead. She's
It's almost
almost
what?
too powerful so
Yeah,
early.
yeah, yeah,
Like, are they going to cut her arm off or something? Like, to even up? I don't
yeah.
know.
And Mando's like a baby drowning. Like, what else
Anyways,
was I
yeah.
gonna say? Oh, kudos to the monster slash whatever designer for that spider thing. Oh
How
man, that
cool
was
was that?
fucking cool. That was awesome, dude. I was
Not just
like,
this, not just the spider, but what was controlling like the levels of like he went to that and they went to that. And I'm
yeah,
like, so we haven't
and
seen
then
anything that creepy and cool in Star Wars, and I
yeah,
don't even know how long.
yeah, yeah. For me, since Empire,
Probably
like,
since
dude,
that
like,
eyeball popped out of the
yeah.
swamp or something, and we're like, oh,
Yeah, man, it's crazy. But yeah, man, I love this episode too. And I was like, oh my God, it's longer than 30 minutes. I like check the time. I'm like, how much more time do I have? I enjoyed every single minute of it because it was like the runtime was like 44 minutes. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Did it feel longer to you?
yeah. Well, no, I don't know, about 40 minutes. It just felt like it was not
Sometimes they're like 30
repetitive.
minutes, bro. And I'm like, damn. Well, because Grogu had to go get her,
Yeah,
but
that was fast. It was a
yeah,
little too, but whatever. Overall, super enjoyed this episode. Like I could watch this
yeah,
again. It was pretty. There's some really this film. It had like the pacing and how it looked, and
yeah,
it was just really well done. That's
yeah,
I think we did a good job not spoiling it, kind of ish.
yeah, yeah.
Like it's a
All
connected
right.
story, but I
Yeah.
loved how it was going from 1 to 2. It's not like bouncing all over the place so far.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on to The Last of Us, aka They Won't Stop Fucking With Our Emotions, episode 7 and 8.
Yeah,
Bro,
dude.
damn, bro. Why is it so serious all the time, man? Like, why you gotta get levels of sadness
We didn't
and
even like
stress?
we yeah, let's talk about episode 7. I don't know if we need to get spoilery. I don't think there's a lot to spoil though in episode 7. There's a little tiny bit, and we don't need to spoil that part. Um, but I thought it was good. I think this is my least favorite of all the episodes, but every episode is fucking fantastic. You know what I mean? So it's hard to like,
Yeah.
you can't keep that pace up. This is like the breather episode for the most part, as far as a
Yeah.
breather episode goes in Last of Us. What were your
Yeah.
thoughts?
I liked it. There was some, questionable decision making. I don't know, thought processes. And I'm like, what's going on? What do you think? Why do you think that's the best thing? But I like how it looked, and I like that it was slow because not only for us but for them, at least they had a couple hours of not fucking worrying for their lives. I guess I don't know. So it kind of like evened it out for me. So I didn't mind it. I don't need to go 100 miles an hour the entire
No.
day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of liked it. I appreciated the how it looked, the mall and the special effects there. The timeline's a little weird, and I'm like, why do these kids know so much about this if they were born after?
Yeah, I don't
But
want to say anything,
whatever.
but like, yeah, like I loved the idea of Mortal Kombat showing up, and like, I don't know how they had that much
Yeah.
power for an entire mall to be running off of. Like, I'm pretty sure that's just
Yeah.
not cheap. Someone's gonna notice, and they had the arcade going, which was like, I was like, that's my kind of arcade. I was pretty stoked, and the Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat tie-in, which they showed a Mortal Kombat game in episode I think 2 or 3.
Mm,
So I was like, oh shit.
yeah.
And she was like super excited. So you get to see like how she first discovered it. And like it's little details,
Yeah.
man. It was really cool. But overall,
Yeah.
the pacing was just kind of like, eh. And at the same time, like, kids are very I'm invincible. I'm like, dude, this is some end of the world shit. Do you really want to be going to this giant area like where like the world's already ended and you think you got this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they were born there, so it's like it's more natural to them. Where we were like, "Oh my god, did you see that plant move?" We'd fucking freak the fuck out, because we're not from there. You know what I'm saying? That world that they are from, so they're more immune to it, or like they don't see the same dangers that we see.
I guess
So
not.
I get that. I did like that. We didn't have to wait a whole week to kind of see what was going on with the Joel situation. So they kept cutting back and forth,
Yeah.
and I liked it. I liked that part too. So I liked the episode. It was
I
it was
liked
a
it.
little slower, but it was like I agree with your assessment as far as it's good, but not the best.
Sure.
So speaking
And I
of, moving on to episode 8,
yeah. Wait,
crazy fucking episode.
before we go
Uh
to
huh.
8, we were talking about
Uh
something
huh.
earlier, and we should probably mention that Pedro
What?
Pascal right now is
Oh
having just
yeah,
on top of the
a
world, man.
moment.
On top of the world. Like he's like on
Yeah,
all these shows and
yeah,
every, everyone's crushing on him from both sides of the
yeah,
aisle. I don't know what to tell you,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm like, damn. Like this
It's
dude, he can't stop being adorable.
yeah, it's Pedro season, man. This motherfucker's on Mandalorian, The Last of Us, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
he's a Papa Bear in The Mandalorian, and he's like a grumpy bear in The Last of Us, and it's like, dude. And then like when he does interviews, he's so soft and like endearing, like oh man, I totally relate that. I'm like he's just relatable, I guess, in some weird way.
And it's crazy because it took him like he started acting like 25, 30 years ago or something crazy. And now he's like,
Yeah,
I mean, he hit with Game of Thrones, then he went to Narcos, and then he started skyrocketing. Like Mandalorian, I
yeah,
think, was the thing. And then now he's got this, and he hasn't
yeah,
done wrong. He hasn't done wrong.
yeah.
So
No,
here's a crazy thing. I saw this thing on Pedro Pascal the other day, and I was like, oh, no shit. His real name, his full name, because he was doing a different name early in his career. But his real full name, born in Chile. Ready?
yeah,
Jose Pedro Balmaceda Pascal.
yeah,
So he just shortened it to Pedro Pascal. Yeah, shit.
yeah,
Shit. Good.
yeah.
Good. Good on you. Good.
I have
Yeah.
in addition to that, he was doing an interview with Oscar Isaac, and they both gave their full names. And
Oh,
Oscar, and what's your full name? They're just like going back and forth. They're like, it's so funny. They're like really handsy with each other. It's cute. They're like, do, like doing little gestures to each other. And man, I don't remember all four names of Oscar Isaac, but Oscar Isaac, that's his first and middle name. And then he has two Mexican names. It's like Oscar Isaac Blanc
Martinez fucking
Leal,
Gutierrez.
Yeah. So, yeah, but I did know about Pedro Pascal's full name. Yeah.
Having a
Everybody
moment.
has crazy full names, man. I mean, my full name is crazy. I know when I heard my full name by my mom is go time. Let's
All
get
right.
the fuck out of here.
All
All
right.
right.
Speaking of go time, episode 8.
Episode 8. Yeah,
All
man.
right. We're gonna
Crazy
be
people
spoiling
out there.
maybe a little bit. Then we're gonna spoil a little
Yeah.
bit, but not for a little bit. Not for a little bit.
Yeah. Overall, I like the episode. I like the pacing. There was a couple of like, how did that happen moments? But as far as with Pedro, Pedro's character, but with Ellie, man, she's solid, man. It's like she's becoming that lead character, like right before our eyes. She's taking over more of the lead and stuff, and she was good, man. The episode was good, and you had some crazy villains in this episode, and I enjoyed it.
She really like is starting to embrace the darkness because like some dark stuff was happening, and she's like, "I'm not
Yeah.
afraid." I'm like, Jesus. Like I'd be like, "Nah,
Yeah.
you win, shit. I'll join your
Yeah.
club." Where do I?
A
Where do I
little
sign
bit
up?
of a little bit of a role reversal between Joel and Ellie, right? Like Joel's opening up a little bit more. We'll talk about in the spoilers.
He's softening up.
And yeah, softening up. and she's becoming more callous, right? Like,
then again, he has some moments where he is not soft whatsoever.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Like,
I mean,
but
yeah.
yeah, we'll talk about that in spoilers. But excellent.
What are your
episode.
thoughts?
Looked fantastic. As it felt real, like her character just like trying to go out and hunt and just try to like do her thing on her own. And then of course it goes a little sideways and she like doubles down. I'm like, what are you doing? Just leave. Just get the fuck out. Go hide in the snow, whatever. Go hide behind the tree. Instead it was like, fuck this shit. I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? And then before she realizes, it's like, oh, not good.
Yeah.
And then
I agree with you.
Just keeps going. And it felt like, okay. It was all in line with her character too, because her character is trying to step up. She's punching above her weight just a little too soon at this point.
Yeah. And she was outnumbered, and I think her inexperience kind of like led to her being caught up or whatever in the moment.
Yeah.
But dude, overall, she did great, man. She did great. She was just trying to help Joel, and stuff. So
yeah, she didn't have her Bo-Katan moment where she was like, "What?" Like, no, what?
Yeah. But overall, it was really good, man. I'm excited for the season finale. I wonder what they're gonna do with that, because I don't know anything, because I didn't play the game and I haven't read anything, so I'm in the dark.
I have a little idea, but I hope we'll see what happens. I don't know if they're gonna spread season 2 across more. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I just hope it keeps going for a long time. But spoilers. What do you think? 2 minutes?
Sweet.
All right, about to get into spoilers, and due to the magic of editing, fast forward 5 minutes. We went for it. 5 minutes. All right.
So I gotta say, the end of the episode, man, was my favorite. When after she went like full Alabama Whirly from True Romance, and she was like, like fucking savage mode.
Her eyes were like,
she looked like Wolverine, Weapon X, just got out of the fucking thing with the adamantium. But anyways, when Joel found her and was like, "I got you, baby girl," I was like, "Oh shit." They're together. Oh man, this shit got me, dude. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting for Joel to say, I got you, baby girl.
But she saved his life. I mean, she got
medicine,
and she took
she was a badass,
and was protecting him the whole time that she could, and like put her life out there. And she could have left at any point, but she didn't.
Yeah. Now they're together. They're together. They're bound.
And she was full on like, so when the villain shows up and he's like kind of soft, you're kind of wondering kind of things, and then when they're cooking in the kitchen and someone asks, "What kind of meat is this?" and you're like, "Oh shit, there's something, I don't know what's going on here. This isn't gonna be some Demolition Man where they're eating some rat burgers. Like this might be worse."
Yeah,
and
a little bit.
And then when they go into the storage house and you see things hanging, and you're just like, "Oh."
Yeah.
Full on darkness, and then she just turns it up, man. She just goes into survival mode, and she just like, "Fuck you." And I mean, she was.
I love when she said, "Ellie, tell him it's Ellie that broke your fucking finger." She never backed down, bro. She never backed down.
Never. Like, she was playing the role, and right when they had her on like the cutting board table, I was like, "Oh my god!" Like that's the table that they used to chop. And then she just gets that momentary second, grabs a knife, and fucking cleaves homie. Wow! And I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah. Did you know that guy plays the voice of Joel in the game? The guy that got that shot in the neck.
Oh, I did not know that. That's cool. I know, like in the Uncharted movie, there's a scene where they're coming into the beach and there's a guy hanging out like on the beach, and they have a quick moment with him, and that's the dude who plays the voice of Nathan Drake in the Uncharted game. So it's kind of like the character in the film comes across, has an encounter with a character that the voice actor from the game.
Yeah,
respect.
Yeah. Well, that was him. Cool. Yeah, I also liked when Joel kind of went like, "Oh, I gotta go get my baby," and like went full interrogation mode.
Dude,
what you were hinting at earlier.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. I have a question of like, what kind of medicine was that? Because that motherfucker healed up pretty good. You
I'm
know,
pretty
like
sure
a
that was
little
the
too fast.
pretty sure it was Venom from Bane. They just used a little bit of that mixed in with some they watered it down a little bit, but he got real healthy. Well, not real quick. He wasn't 100% healthy, but he was healthy enough to torture fools and like
Yeah.
snap some kneecaps off. As soon as he did that, I was like, oh. And
I'll
then like
tear
when
it
he's
right out. I was like, oh shit.
and then he was like, you're coming between me and Ellie. Like he was on a rampage. He's like, I promise I won't kill you. And he
Yeah.
starts murdering them all, like cold blood tied to a chair. Like
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kill you. And let's get out of here. I'm like, it's his business. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah. He's like, he told you the truth. He's like, oh, I believe him. Oh shit.
I'm gonna point. I want
That
you
was
to
a good
point to this
line.
map. And if you're lying, don't lie. You're gonna die. Yeah, you're gonna die anyways. But
Yeah.
dude, that
So
was
good
that's
shit.
that's when you saw him just turn it up and just he had his moment and he walked out of there. But yeah, he got
Yeah.
real healthy real quick, real stabby.
Yeah.
And I love when
Yeah.
he walked over and the place is just burning to the ground because of what Ellie did. And they just walk out and he's just like, okay. Like, holy shit.
Let's go. Yeah.
That was pretty. That episode was just bad. The whole time we were watching it, Christina was just rooting, and she was like, "That was amazing."
Yeah,
like
yeah. And that guy, the one guy, the leader of the cannibals, man, that motherfucker. Oh, when he said, "Oh, I like it when they squirm," that's my favorite part. I was like, "Oh, this motherfucker."
I almost want to know
he
his
needs to
backstory.
get it.
I almost want to know his backstory because that guy is creepy. But yeah, it is awesome.
He's like the 1 hour photo guy, man. He's like the 1 hour photo, just like being that guy his whole life. And now circumstances change and he becomes a strong minded because he's psychotic.
I love his I found religion after the apocalypse. I'm like, I don't know if it's the best time or the worst time. Like, Jesus, that was a crazy line.
Yeah. No, man, it was solid, dude. It was solid.
Great show. All right.
All right. So yeah, the season finale of The Last of Us is this week. We'll talk about it in the bonus episode. And now moving on to Triangle of Sadness. All right. It's a movie. It's playing on Hulu. Hey, what'd you think?
I liked it a lot. I have a bit of a factoid after we're done talking about it that should be mentioned, but we'll save it till the end. Man, this movie was not what I expected. It opened up with like, what is this? It was like, it's a relationship film, basically.
Yeah.
And then it goes from like relationship film to society commenting on class. And then goes into like a mixture of like, I don't even know, social communism, capitalism mixed together with like survivalism. And you're just like, what is it? But it all kind of works. It all works. Yeah. It's all random. There's not like there's a slight thread through the film, but just hang in there and watch the film because it just goes all over the place. And it's kind of brilliant in a lot of ways. And like when they edit, they just cut to different scenes. You're just like, we're going just all over the place. And it all kind of has a purpose. What did you think?
When I first saw it, I was like, man, it looks beautiful. It was really well shot. I was wondering, like in the first act, I'm like, where's this going? We're not in a boat. You know what I'm saying? Like in the beginning of the movie. And I was like, where's this going? Yeah. And then it develops through this one couple. And then all of a sudden we just stop following the couple for a long time. And we're on our own on this boat, meeting all these other characters. And then you're like, oh, they're trying to be funny. Oh, this is funny. Oh, this is hysterical. Oh my God, this is hysterical. So it went from asking yourself a lot of questions, like in doubt, like what am I supposed to be following or understanding, and then all of a sudden you're just laughing and you're like, oh my God, one after another thing happens. And I don't know, does this movie have a moral of the story, or what's the point? Like, be careful what you have because you might not have it all the time, or
or it's very fragile.
Life can turn everything around in a single moment, and it did that for people back and forth a bunch of times. Like when you started the movie and you follow this couple that are their models, and how their story ends at the end of the movie is like, whoa, that's crazy. It's crazy.
It's a slow burn, dark comedy that has a lot of like social commentary. Dude, it goes places. I don't know if we want to get into spoilers, but where it ends up, where it's like shit. It's fascinating, and they go into like capitalism, a ton of capitalism talk, and class, and it's so cool on the boat.
Yeah,
They show,
social
like,
class.
There's the passengers, and then there's the people who kind of serve the passengers, who are like the front of the house kind of style.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a whole scene with them yelling "money, money, money" or some shit like that. And you're just like, again, they're all like model looking themselves, right?
Yeah.
And then it goes one further lower to like the workers of the boat that you don't see at all. They're like faceless, out of like kept below, so you don't even see them ever. They just like clean stuff up when people aren't around.
Yeah.
And it all kind of clashes together towards the end, like the last act of the film. You're like, shit, this is interesting. And how it ends is like, oh shit. And highly recommend it, man. Highly recommend the film.
Yeah.
I think
it's hard to put into a box.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To like, oh yeah, it's this, it's that. It's so many things. I think the best thing that I can say is just like, it's well made and it's entertaining. I mean,
it's on
it's
Hulu.
A little bit of a slow burn at points, but I think it's entertaining enough and it asks enough questions of the viewer to keep you engaged.
It's also hard because you're not really rooting for any characters, because you're kind of like, this person sucks, that person sucks. This person could be interesting, but I don't really know shit about them. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, where's it all going? You're like, all right, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
And ultimately, everyone kind of sucks. And that's kind of like the point of maybe the show. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like everyone kind of sucks, actually. But anyways, and there's one scene. Here we go. One scene in the film that was like, it's extended. And we decided to have me watch it live with this guy reacting to me. And we recorded it. And so here is that scene. If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's unhappiness, a scene of unhappiness. And here's some highlights from us watching that scene. What did you think recording this thing?
It was interesting to see you reacting to it. I'd seen it already. I watched it during the film because I'm not a baby, but it was
we were
funny.
eating.
We were
eating when we watched this film.
Yeah.
Like, I think we got to fast forward through this shit.
Yeah. But it was funny. I think people will get a trip out of it to hear all the expressions you made. But it was interesting. Crazy things.
Yeah, something. So just for kicks, here's a couple highlights from that. I just love how the boat is rocking and there's doors, just like everything's moving, like they shot on it. Oh, and the first one's going.
You could tell like it was like rocking back and forth a little too much, and Woody Harrelson was like giving everybody like, what the fuck's going on?
He keeps going. Oh, and it's gonna have one of those Stand By Me moments where like there's a chain reaction. Oh no, here we go. Oh,
this lady. Going. Ugh. Oh. Champagne.
She looked so defeated.
They're cleaning the window during the storm.
No, I think someone was throwing up off the side of the boat.
Oh.
People are crying. Oh, and here we go. Didn't make it to his room. Can't believe you're making me watch this.
This was your idea, bro. I was just like, sure. Man, imagine being that sick, both sides just naked on the toilet, not knowing what's going to happen.
Yeah, we've all
That's a scary fucking thought.
No judgments.
It's about to happen. Oh.
I wonder if the set is moving. Oh. Oh, they're going on a shitwater water slide. Don't run towards the shitwater, lady. So there you have it. That was
Triangle of Sadness.
Yeah, I recommend it. Hulu. What do you say? I'd say put it towards the top of your list because it's so different. It's so interesting.
Yeah. If you have time, watch it.
Yeah, so Triangle Sadness. All right, I gotta jump in with like an addendum, and this is an unhappy one. This one sucks. So the main co-star actress of the film, I don't know how to say her name 'cause it's from South Africa, Charlie Dean. She plays the model girlfriend in the film. She unfortunately passed away a month or two ago. Just recently, like after the film came out and it's getting all the accolades and she's doing really well. The film won some really cool awards. And it was a really bold move because she was a model, but she also has this giant scar on her abdomen, as you see in the film. And it turns out due to complications from that, which she got that scar like in a terrible car accident years and years and years ago. She passed away like a month ago, man. And that is so fucking sad because she did so well. This is a big breakout role for her. And it's not often you see actresses with a giant scar going up there half their torso and featured, and she did a great job. And man, that was just really sad, super sad to hear that.
Yeah.
And I found out after we watched the film, and I was like, "What?" Because she's so young.
Yeah, yeah, that is sad and unfortunate. So, just wanted to let everybody know.
Yeah, sad, but yeah, so like, respect though for her doing a great role. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say, man. It's sad. Sucks.
Yeah.
It's way too young.
Condolences.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. All right. Moving on. What do we got next?
We got trailers. All right. Trailers.
What do we got first?
First, we got Ghosted on Apple Plus. I liked it. What do you think?
It looks okay. It's fun watching Chris Evans and Ana de Armas together again. But they're like doing this role reversal-y thing, and it's an action-y comedy type thing.
Yeah.
We've seen this film a little bit before, but they're both super likable. It feels a little forced. Like it doesn't feel super. That's what it is. It's a cartoon. You know what I mean? It's on Apple. It's probably gonna be pretty good.
What's one? What would you compare it to? Like where the woman's the one with the skill and the guy's the wet noodle, the wet towel.
Good question. What's a good one?
Because you said we've seen it before. I'm like, I don't know if I'd seen this.
No,
I mean, I've seen action movies.
Yeah,
but I haven't seen the guy being the wet towel.
Yeah, it's just like kind of like a reversal of True Lies ish.
Yeah.
That's kind of what this is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it looks funny. Great cast.
Yeah. The difference being that the guy's the wet noodle, the wet towel. And he's then like Ana de Armas is the badass CIA get shit done person.
Yeah. But I'd check it out.
Yeah, I think it looks fun. I haven't been a super big fan of these big movies that have come out on streamers. Like, The Gray Man was okay. Red Notice is horrible. Free Guy was okay. So I haven't been like super big, and this one, I gotta say, at least it's different for me, and it doesn't look like it's gonna be like. I mean, there's gonna be a ton of CGI, but it doesn't look as cartoony as the other ones at this trailer for me. But we'll see. And I got one other thing is like, man, every time I see Ana de Armas in a trailer or a movie, like she looks different. She looks completely fucking different and everything. I'm like, who is that? I'm always asking, who is that? And every time it's Ana de Armas, I'm like, why does she look so different? Do I not pay attention to her face? Is she not memorable? I don't understand. Every time I see her in a trailer, I'm like, who is that?
Sometimes she has enough stuff, and sometimes she doesn't have bangs. There you go.
Yeah, I guess. And like, it's so funny because I think I've seen Knives Out 2 or 3 times, and like they made her look
frumpy.
Yeah, frumpy and stuff. And it's like, so that's the bookmark I have is Ana de Armas. But I'm like, man, this girl's hot. And blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's Ana de Armas. I'm like, I always revert to Knives Out, Ana de Armas, because that's the movie that I've seen the most. with her in
And
it.
she looks, and that's like the least she looks like herself because now they really play her up.
Yeah. She's extra dolled up and everything else. And then this one, she's just, I don't know, no extra makeup, no, she doesn't have a stylist. But I'm looking forward to it. And
Yeah.
Apple don't miss.
Yeah, so I'd watch it.
Yeah.
But all right, what's the next thing?
Next thing, Woody Harrelson in Champions.
Yeah.
He's a disgraced basketball coach from the pros or college, and he's sent down to manage a team of players with intellectual disabilities. All right. It's a sensitive subject, but it looks funny.
It looks really good. And I got to say, shout out to one of our loyal listeners, Kathy, for sending me to this. And I'd never heard of it. Just for some reason, this just never popped up on our radar. And I think it's in theaters like this week. So like,
it's in theaters this week?
Earlier. I think so. Or it's about to drop. And I'm like, damn, this movie looks pretty good. It's funny. And like, I think I'm totally going to watch this film. This film's got a lot of heart, tons of heart.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. I'm excited. Hey, if Woody Harrelson's in it, I'm gonna watch it.
There you go. Yeah, you could don't do a double feature with Triangle of Sadness in this one with Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. All right, moving on. We got another Apple TV show called Silo. Looks interesting. You watch it?
Yes. I think it looks cool. I mean, visually, it looks really cool. And apparently it's based on a series of books that people really like. So this might be another, could be a hit for them, depending how it is. Rebecca Ferguson stars in it. I always really like her. Last seen in Dune. We'll be seen soon again in the next Mission Impossible films. She's cool. She does good stuff.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the show?
Looks interesting. It's going to be, it all depends on how fast they go for it. Like we saw the trailer, we get it.
Yeah,
we get it.
Apocalyptic.
They're trapped.
Post-apocalyptic, living in some kind of a missile silo or something.
Yeah, self-sustained. So it's like, how long are we going to go before they like, oh, we can go outside? What's outside? So we'll see. But it looks pretty. It looks well done.
Yeah.
Apple don't miss. All right.
Yeah. Looking forward to your report. All right, whatever.
Shmigadoon season 2. This is also on Apple. Like it's like Apple doesn't pay us, but they need to. I didn't watch season 1, but this is what's his name? Key or Peel? No, this is Key. Remember from Key and Peele?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he's the other guy.
Co-stars. And this show, I've never even heard of it. Then I saw this trailer for season 2. I'm like, this looks kind of funny. It's a show where a couple somehow is trapped in like a purgatory of like musicals. And like the first season apparently was like classic musicals from like the 30s. And this kind of goes more into like 60s and 70s where they get like darker musicals. And it's like, oh shit. And visually it looks really interesting. Like they fucking go for it. It's got a great cast. It has, I always forget his name, Titus something. He's from Kimmy Schmidt. He's fucking funny. And the cast looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks well made. It looks like they have a lot of guest stars. And I'm like, yeah, musicals are not my bag. So that's probably why I didn't watch first season. So I don't know if I'll be watching this.
I think you need to watch a lot of musicals to understand all the jokes. Cause like, I think that they lean on it a lot. But I mean, the cast looks cool.
Like theater kids being funny with theater kids.
Yeah. And you're sitting around like, what are they talking about? But yeah.
So I know these guys. Yeah. So looks well made. Looks well made. Here we
spent
go.
Some money.
Yeah. For sure.
All right.
Shmigadoon. I'm just happy I can say the word. Season 2, Apple Plus. Apple don't miss.
All right. Have fun.
All right.
All right. What we got next?
New to the list.
Yeah, we got one.
All right. I know. It's man, things are just creeping up. We always have something to talk about when it's time to put it on the list. I'm like, oh, we missed that. But anyways, in the theaters, Scream 6 comes out this week. So it's gotten really good reviews. I'm excited. I think I'm going to try to go. I will let you know But Scream 6, man.
Dude, it's got really good reviews, and I think they said it's going to open to like a series high money wise. Like it's,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's not being hurt by what's her name, Jenna Ortega is one of the co-stars, so that's probably helping. She's having a moment too right now. So they're this movie's getting pushed and takes place in New York City, not to be confused with Jason Takes Manhattan, but it looks cool. I want to watch this one, which means I think I want to go back and watch the previous one.
The previous one's pretty good too. The one with, because she's a survivor from the previous one. So,
spoiler,
bro.
But yeah, so I want to check it out.
The next movie, you move on, bro.
All right, yeah, Scream 6. I think it just is in theaters, so check it out.
Yeah. All right. It's looking like time for our double feature. Double feature. All right, man.
Yeah.
All right. Since we watched the History Part of Us Part 2, and it's a parody, we went with comedy subgenre parody movies.
Yeah.
There's more than you think. If you like look it up, you're like, oh shit, oh yeah. And I know we've seen our fair share of them. What do you got?
Man, there's so many, but one that like stood out. I was so excited. I remember I walked like by myself, like I don't know how long when I was young. I was like in middle school. I walked all the way to this far theater just so I could watch it in the middle of the day. And it was a packed audience like on a Tuesday, and I was like, shit. And the audience had a great time, and so did I. And the film I'm talking about is Naked Gun 2. That was the first show. The first 2.5. Sorry. The first one's funny. The second one's hilarious. The third one sucks.
Yeah.
But, 2.5. In this film, they just went for it. Like there are so many like inappropriate things. And the one thing in the Naked Gun films that has not aged well at all is Mr. O.J. Simpson kind of hanging out. You're like, shut. But he does get his ass whooped in every film, if that helps you feel better. Like he has some terrible moments in this film. But man, Naked Gun 2.5 is just, I think it's hilarious. I think it's one of the funnier parody films ever. And it's not like referential parody. It's like everything's a gag. Like these other films, like will like History of the World will go into like someone on a laptop and writing Shakespeare, like, and then they'll reference something else, kind of, you know what I mean? This is just like a straightforward, like slapsticky, hilarious, like, and Leslie Nielsen is so damn funny, and there's so many people who just show up, and I don't know what to tell you, man. There's some great moments in this film. Like it's hilarious.
Yeah.
What do you have?
You know, for me, I love that movie, by the way, and I do think that's the best one out of that series. Man, it's so funny because if you look back, and Leslie Nielsen has done a few different ones. He did that other one, Wrongfully Accused, and then there was another one he did.
He played a priest in one of those films. Like, Exorcist. And it was like, all right.
And Airplane. Wasn't he in Airplane?
Yeah. Just a little bit. But Airplane.
That wasn't his movie, but Airplane. Yeah. But anyways, I'm going to go with Spaceballs. Dude, when I was a kid, I could not stop. I could not stop watching it. And there's so many. I'm surrounded by a bunch of assholes. I ain't found shit. Oh man, there's so many fucking lines, dude. And it's so funny.
I love when they catch their stunt doubles. They're like, that was a great stunt. And they show up and it's a dude in a dress with a beard. He's like, these are stunt doubles. Where are they?
Yeah, it's so funny. And then the shorts, may the shorts be with you. Man.
And then when he brings it, he does his little shorts lightsaber ring and they put it like down there so it looks like.
They're measuring it like, oh, your Schwartz is big and powerful. Oh shit. Yeah, dude, it's so funny. I love that movie.
This cameo where he has like merchandise and they're selling like Spaceballs the flamethrower. Like, holy shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the merch table.
Merchandising. Yeah, he's just making fun of Star Wars. How they merchandise the shit out of Star Wars. And they have like, we're already merchandising this film in the middle of the film.
Yeah. And we got John Candy, as a bonus. Barf. So good. Yeah, and man. I love that movie.
Oh, man. It's so funny. And like, lots of like Jewish jokes, lots of like African American. I mean, everyone gets skewered in the film. Like pretty much every Pizza the Hut is like, what the shit?
Pizza the Hut. Oh, that was so gross. Oh my goodness.
And dude starts eating part of his face. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. And it's like his silver makeup starts smearing. Oh, bro. Anyways, yeah. So that's pretty good, man. Naked Gun 2.5. And Spaceballs. All right.
The other one, I was like, oh, Blazing Saddles, which I'm sure could be a topic for some folks. I think some generational folks would be like, you can't make this as a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that movie's hilarious.
I was going to go deep cut because I was going to go Top Secret with Val Kilmer.
That's a movie. That's the Naked Gun crew.
Yeah.
Of the Zucker brothers.
Yeah. And I really like Men in Tights too, man. I love Men in Tights.
Yeah. You got the Zucker brother crew and you got the Mel Brooks crew doing the parody films. And they did them so well in like the 80s and 90s.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't do that shit no more. Oh, they do the Haunted House movies. Scary movie.
It looks like they're just doing them to do them, not because they have their heart in them. You know, they're just kind of like going through the motions.
Yeah.
The first Scary Movie was probably the last quality type of parody.
Yeah. Because then they started doing not another teen movie, blah, blah, blah kind of thing.
It was very, I think the Wayne brothers got into it for a little while. It just didn't really, for me, it didn't hit that much.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's our show, I think. Any last thoughts?
Stay tuned. In a day or two, hopefully we'll have our Oscar and Last of Us
recap
episode out this week.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. That's our show. Please like and subscribe, leave comments or recommendations. Shout out to everybody that's reached out and giving us feedback. Shout out to Sarah for correcting me. I put Jack Black in the wrong film.
How is it that you're saving the corrections for the end of the episode when everyone already probably clicked off?
Yeah, I messed up again. But anyways, sorry, Sarah. All right. Leave comments and recommendations. If we're missing something, let us know. All right. Looking forward to hearing from everybody. I'm Francisco.
I'm Andres.
Have a great week. 2 nerds, 1 pod. Let's go. Vámonos.